How do you get out of bed? Watch this video and you'll see the crazy way people get out of bed and the way you should. Hey, I'm Dr. Greg Gersten with Align Wellness Center, and today we're going to go through the do's and don'ts on how to get up from laying down. For most people, this is something we do without even thinking about it. However, this is one of the activities that can wind up causing you to have lower back pain, neck pain, radicular pain down your legs. So it's really important to do it the right way. Now we're going to have some fun. I've enlisted my team. We're going to go over some wrong ways we've seen people getting up from their tables, and then we'll go over the way you should. So I want to get started with the 4 ways we commonly see people get up that cause more damage than good. Now I got to let you know I'm saving the best one for last, so you'll want to stick around. The first one we call the push-up. This is when someone is laying on their stomach and they wind up putting their hands underneath their chest, and then they push up, whether it's on their knees or to their toes, and then step off of the bed or the table that they're on. What this does is it causes you to recruit a lot of abdominal muscles that can wind up breaking down prematurely. The second one we call the leg drop. This one is also when you're laying down face down. What people wind up doing for this is they shift one leg off and the other leg off of whatever they're laying on, and then they push up from an angle. Once again, this puts a lot of undue stress on the abdomen and on the lower back. The last 2 ways that we find people to get up from laying down wind up being from the face up position. So we see them going and doing a sit-up. This is where they rock back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until they can finally build up enough energy to get all the way to a seated position. This really works way hard on the abdomen and requires it to use too much exercise and energy, especially if they've been sleeping all night. The last one that we typically see, we call the leg wraparound. That's where you're lying on your back and you wrap your leg around a piece of the bed, the table, the couch to try to help you get up. They then pull with their abdomen to sit up, and they get up that way. These 4 ways are the most common ways we see people get up that wind up causing them to have more problems than good. So once again, I want to thank my staff for helping me show you what we did wrong, but they're also going to help us see what we should be doing. Now, we take this idea of how to get up from what children and grandparents wind up doing when they get up. The first thing that we want to do, whether we're face down or face up, is roll to our side, and you could roll to either side. Once you've rolled to your side, you want to bend your knees to 90 degrees off of whatever you're on, and then shift your feet so that they're parallel to that. Then you'll walk your way up the table that you're on so that you're at a seated position. From there, you're ready to go for the day. The reason why we do this is when we wind up walking our way up the table, we're using the big muscles in our arms. And when we wind up rotating or taking our feet off the table, we're using our legs almost as a pendulum to help swing us up to the seated position. When we take these steps, it makes it a lot easier for us. We're wearing down a lot less on our lower back, our abdomen, our shoulders, our neck, and it winds up letting us being able to be easier and healthy. So if you're having pain or problems, that's the way you want to get up. If you're not having pain or problems, that's how you want to get up as well. So we just went over the do's and don'ts on how to get out of bed. Now I've got 2 steps for you to take. First, subscribe to our channel. We're constantly producing videos like this about health and wellness activities to make your life easier. Second, share with us, how do you usually get out of bed? What did you find from this video to be helpful? Lastly, I'm Dr. Greg Gersten with Align Wellness Center, and I want to let you know I'm excited to be a part of your health.